fitting that without
ちょっ
AGDQ,
と
the event would have never happened.
AGDQ2026、フ
And
ィ
then
ナーレと
without
なりますの
AGDQ,
で、まあ、
the event
も
almost
う、
didn't
最
happen.
後となりますが、皆様最後までお楽しみください。
Give it another clap for AGDQ, everybody, please. What a wonderful run. Also, unique to this event, we have YouTube joining us, and so I'd like to have everybody, for the first time ever, instead of a Twitch chat, it's now going to be thank you stream chat. If you can give us a chant, please. Thank you stream chat. Thank you stream chat. Thank you stream chat. All right. And then I'd like to also thank a few sponsors. We got, of course, the Yeti, huge as always. Fangamer. Also, then we got LabX this year.
はい、というわけで、司会進行引き続き私、ゼロ吉が担当しますが、もうフィナーレということで、ね、運営の挨拶が行われております。
And then we've got No Break Games. Continues Arcade.
向こうは深夜の2時とかそれぐらいを過ぎていますから、それでもこのやっぱね、人の回り具合と盛り上がり、やっぱりすごいですね。
We got Mega Cat Studios as well. And then for our arcade crew, we've got Psychic Drive and Ikigai Arcade. So, after that, I'd also like to give a shout out to the crew. We've got tech and tech producers. We got, let's see, what else am I missing? Everybody. Oh, wait. Donation station. Yeah, I mean, hosting, host judges, social media. Make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Interviewing team, of course, can't forget them. And the wonderful skits. Prizes and Shout and everybody else over there. And we've got so many other staff members I'm sure I'm forgetting. And yeah. But there's one I want to shout out more than any other. And that is actually the committee who I think does not get anywhere near enough love. They have the hard job as far as the community goes. Every year they have to put on a new schedule that's entertaining, that supports the community, shows everybody off in a great light, and also raises enough money for charity. It's a hard job, and every year they come back and do it, and I don't think they get enough recognition sometimes. So I want to give a special thanks to them. I also want to thank, of course, all the volunteers everywhere across all the departments. Thank you so much. And it's just the team here is just wonderful, and I can't imagine working with anybody else. Even now, I'm getting interrupted by people. and I really appreciate everything that everybody's done so much. It's just well, I just love you all so much. That's all I can say about it. Thank you so much. Anyway, I've got Jody with me from Prevent Cancer Foundation, and that's right.
PCF コールが起きてますね。
Okay, thank you so much. One question I wanted to ask Jody, actually. We know that the big numbers obviously mean big grants, big work, but also we've got $42,000 hanging off the end there. What does that amount give us? What can smaller amounts do for us?
Hi, right to business. I have so many, I have goosebumps from that little chant. But yes, $42,000 goes a long way. I mean, for the organizations we fund at the community level, we give grants in the increments of even $500 that mean the world to them, for transportation, for people to get to their screening appointments, gas cards so people can get their, themselves, their families where they need to be, childcare. It's a big deal. $43,000 is a very big deal to us, so thank you. Okay, a little more that I want to say, but I still have goosebumps from your energy. Thank you for that. Thank you for that boost. I also want to echo my appreciation for every single one of you who are a part of the team here, volunteering, running. Every interaction we have with someone as a part of this community is a positive one, is something that fills us up, and we are able to go back and do our work and go through hard times, go through challenging times with what you give us during this week. Not just the funds, although that is pretty awesome. So thank you for that. And I also want to thank you, Matt. Thank you. We love you too. And we really appreciate what you've done and all you have given to this community and all you have created. And to your management team, you are wonderful people. You are doing amazing work. So thank you for that.
プリベントキャンサーファウンデーションのね、方からの挨拶も非常に盛り上がっておりますね。一応GDQ のチャンネルのエモートにプリベントキャンサーファウンデーションのマークがあるようなので、もしサブスクしている方はちょっと使ってみてはいかがでしょうか。
No one says it was an easy job. Thank you all so much. And I think we got one last thing to do before we kick it off to credits. We've got a donation total to wrap up here. So, you have 10 seconds to get your last donations in. I think we'll all fall asleep if we keep going. All right, we're locking it in right now. $2,443,414 for Prevent Cancer.
で現段階のね、寄付額が244万$3,414ということでね。節目の、マイルストーンだったり、200万ドルの大台だったりと、そういったところ達成をね、やっぱリアルタイムで見ると非常に盛り上がりますよね。
And with that, go ahead and watch the credits. We have, as usual, a number of announcements at the end, but we've got a really special one right at the very end. So make sure you tune in and keep watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.
Good night ということで、もうね、向こう深夜2時半を過ぎてますね。最後のエンディングムービーでしょうか。
just the concept of good is that it's everywhere and it's contagious. It's in the big moments of friends being there for one another and supporting you through a difficult time, or even in the smaller moments of just, a pleasant high when passing by. And really, this community is nothing but a celebration of good and kindness.
The best thing about GDQ is I get to see so many people, specifically their first-time runners, and they're really nervous, but they have their friends behind them all the time and always have their backs, whether they're nervous before their run or they were anxious afterwards. That we always look out for each other, and that's the main thing that I think separates the speedrun community as a whole, is that everybody is there looking out for each other.
All the different GDQ affinity groups, when they're all coming together and coming and supporting people, especially this event with the fatales, like every single time there's a fatales run on the schedule, there's so many people lining up on the door, pouring in on the backstage, like crowding the couch, making sure that they feel supported and loved. It's just been so much happiness and joy and celebration for all the femmes in the community.
Gaming for Good is a celebration of the community really coming together and doing right by not only itself, but the rest of the world. Gamers are so powerful, and when we are able to come together and put our minds to something, and it can be as simple as raising money for charity, right? It's incredible what we're able to do. The question in and of itself is just like, when have you seen good? It's hard to answer, and it's overwhelming because it's everywhere. Goodness is contagious.
The person who specifically got me into speedrunning was 360 Chrism.
I started speedrunning in 2022, and I met a Gabby, aka Blackheart Wings, through Stardew Valley speedrunning.
And specifically, the thing that motivated me a ton was when he and Fuzziness hosted a 70-person relay at a different speedrunning event.
She immediately came into my DMs and said, I need to tell you about this speedrun group called the Frame Fatales. We started speedrunning together. She's one of my absolute best friends in the whole entire world.
And just seeing how he brought everyone together and was able to make everyone feel a part of the team, I wanted to do that same thing.
And because of that, I now get to help lead the Fatales community.
It really motivated me to not just focus on just speedrunning a game from start to finish, but doing more things for the community as a whole.
And be able to give back all of that joy that she gave me to pull me into the community. I just want to make sure that everybody at GDQ feels welcome in the community and brought in and involved and feel like they can do whatever they want.
When I try and think of a moment, like a single moment where goodness happened and it left an impression on me, it's nearly impossible, because the reality is there are so many good moments that happen here at GDQ. The people, from the attendees to the staff to the volunteers, everyone is constantly trying to do something good for someone else and share in the celebration of life and humanity with each other.
I can say that, speaking for myself, and I know speaking for the other staff members that get to be here this week at the event in person, this week is extremely inspiring, and I feel it helps all of us to recommit and bring the same energy level that you guys bring to this event that we bring back home with us to our office when we go back to resume work next week. It truly is contagious amongst us, the excitement of this event, and it does continue. Just because the donations stop at the end of this event, that's where the work actually begins. And we dive into our work in education, in outreach, in advocacy, and research, and we make all of your donations translate into work that's affecting hundreds of thousands of people across the country. So we are truly grateful to be here. Thank you.
はい、皆さん、AGDQ ね、2026、ジャパニーズリストリームの方で、日本語ミラー配信させていただきました。皆さんお付き合いありがとうございました。はい、いつもの通りね、今回協力していただいた方々のですね、紹介を、チャットのピン止めの方でね、させていただいております。ぜひね、一度確認していただければと思います。はい、ということでですね、実はですね、リストリームからの案内事項、今回はですね、珍しくあるんですけど、あまりにも早いんでね、皆さんお忘れないようにいただきたいですね。今日のですね、何時だったかな、22時スタートだったかな。はい、去年の年末、冬にですね、やっていたアルティンジャパンウィンターのね、振り返り配信の方を今日の、夜からとですね、また連日、振り返り配信予定されてますので、そちらの方はね、ツイッターの方でもご案内させていただきますんで、ぜひ見ていただければと思います。なかなかなんだろうな、本番では言えなかったとかね、本番に至るまでの背景だったりとか、すごい深い話をしていただけるかと思います。で、すでにですね、AGDQ 前に、4件ね、実は振り返り配信していただいて、その中でもですね、実演でテクニックを見せていただいたりとかですね、また本番では言えなかった裏話だったりとかね、いろいろと話していただいてたと思います。で、そちらの振り返りはもう YouTube の方にね、アーカイブの方は上がってますので、そちらご確認ください。で、AGDQ2026 につきましてもですね、もう半分以上アーカイブの方を用意させていただいてまして、今後順次アップさせていただきます。はい。ということで、ジャパニーズリストリーム2026年一番最初の配信という形ですね。AGDQ2026、フィナーレを迎えまして、どうも皆さんお付き合いありがとうございました。なんか次回の話が出てますね。ちょっとまだ見たくないんですけど、どうなんですかね。なんかいっぱい予定されてますけど、このうち、どれがね、リストリームできるのかというところもきっとあるんですが、ただですね、一番最初に紹介させていただいた通り、ジャパニーズリストリームの活動はですね、ボランティアスタッフの皆様の、おかげでね、なんとか回ってるという部分があります。ぜひ、皆さんがこちら側に来ていただけるのをね、楽しみにしながらというところですかね。はい。で、イベントをやる際にはですね、また改めてスケジュールの告知と、ボランティアスタッフの、募集という形で、皆さんにですね、告知させていただこうかなと思ってますんで、ぜひ、興味がありましたら、お越しいただければと思います。さて、この後はね、いつもだとレイドで終わるんですが、その前にちょっとだけね、そうですね、今やってるイベントなんかね、こうあるわけですよ。で、RT 系のイベント見たいなっていう方はですね、なんか皆さん群馬の方に向かってるそうなので、そちらの方に行っていただければいいのかなと思います。いうところですね。はい。そうですね。何をやってるのかちょっと私の口からは言えませんが、皆さん群馬の方に向かってるという話がちょっと、小耳にですね、挟んでいるんで、はい、イベントの方に興味のある方はそちらにね、向かっていただければいいのかなと思います。はい。では、AGDQ2026 ジャパニーズリストリームの日本語ミラー配信以上となりますので、はい、皆さん、次のイベントまでごきげんよう。